Coming into last week's Black Diamond Trophy matchup, Virginia Tech boasted the NCAA's 5th best defense in the country. Then, the 15-seeded Princeton Tigers took out the 2-seeded Arizona Wildcats with plus 50,000 on the money line before the game. Now, I had to pull out the calculator for this one, and according to my calculations, 5,000 to 1 odds. 5,000. The Virginia Tech men's basketball roller coaster of a season has added another loop in its construction. Make sure to keep your arms and legs inside the ride at all times because it's been a bumpy one.
Well, we spoke to Coach Kolick of the Clemson Tigers before this game. They said ground balls and draw controls are probably one of the few strengths they really truly possess early on as a team that's still meshing together. I mean, these are transfers and freshmen, no one else in their inaugural season on their roster.
Well, that's what's super impressive about all this is that you're looking at a team that has, before this season, never played with one another. You are talking about 20 transfers, 8 freshmen coming from all over the country. This is an unbelievable job that Coach Kolick has done in assembling a group of talent, not just talent, but talent that's really, really effective and good.
Ooh, pass to the top of the crease, collected the shot, whistle right before. And a free position awarded to UVA. If there's any chance for them to get a knock on first, now's the opportunity. Mackenzie Hogue with the ball here. Hogue aims, fires, rips it, and it's in. UVA starts things off. Mackenzie Hogue puts the Cavaliers on the board.
Mackenzie Hogue able to draw that foul, and then you can see the really, really nice positioning she puts herself in on that free position shot. It's able to go right past Emily Lamparter, the goaltender, who, again, another transfer from Maryland. Let's take a look at it right here. Gets it very quickly, and she gets high on her stick where she can thrust it really, really high towards the top shelf near the crossbar. Very nice job, and also a pretty good goal song, I won't say. Frank Sinatra's not bad, isn't it?
You gotta love Frank Sinatra, especially on a cold day here in Charlottesville, Virginia. Gives you that nice Christmas winter feel.
Christmas is not necessarily what we're going for, I think. But
it's been a few months now.
It's been a few months, I was going to say. But again, so UVA now on the board. And you're going to talk about draw control game, no question. That's something that Coach Allison Kolick talked about in our meeting earlier this week, is that they really need to be better on that because they had the game against Notre Dame last week where that kind of got away from them in the fourth quarter. So possession, possession, possession. That's the name of the game, and also transition on those clears. You can see Virginia's gotten out really fast when we're transitioning from defense to offense. It seems like they're going very, very fast out there and have control. So luckily on the draw control for Clemson, they're actually controlling most of these. It's a matter of possessing and factoring in the weather, just getting passes and technical skills down. That's going to be really important today.
Yeah, Clemson 2-0 on those draw controls so far. Mazzaracchio was coming towards the top of the 30 with pace there. UVA kind of has that press defense towards the top of the box.
It almost seems like a school requirement to have that press defense there.
Tigers still drawing up a play. Now they find some space. Shot is just wide.
Hilkoff trying to get herself going. Only one goal against Notre Dame.
Back to the goal, turning around. Nice save.
Great job on that play right there, seeing it in. Looks like Ashley Vernon, the goalkeeper from Medford, New Jersey.
ECU transfer.
Yeah.
UVA's been searching for kind of that standalone goalkeeper for a second now.
Vernon's definitely provided a lot of that stability there, but you can't play defense the entire game, and this is what we're talking about again with the rain coming down. You really have to be smart about your passes. It's very difficult keeping that ball on your stick, especially in the women's game. Those sticks are a lot harder to be able to pass around and to keep cradling. So we'll see how Clemson deals with it. They've dealt with it well so far. Virginia just needing a little bit more stability.
Tilson gets it on the board for Clemson. You said stability, and she's providing it. 1-1 your score. Good week to be a softball fan as the Blue Devils and the Hokies go at it with a 2-0 lead for the visiting Duke Ball Club. And as I said, a whole lot of competition to watch if you're a fan of this NCAA softball season in 2023.
Yeah, Florida State versus Clemson, that is going to be a showdown. Notre Dame versus Louisville, two teams playing really well. And of course, Boston College versus Georgia Tech. Three really key matchups for the ACC conference.
Yeah, the ACC not the only conference with a whole lot of talent in action today. We'll get that out-of-town scoreboard later this ball game. First pitch flies in high from big lefty Cassidy Curd as Grace Chavez steps up to the dish. Second at bat of the day, struck out her first time up. Chavez has been in and out of the lineup, kind of cementing her spot as the designated player in the 3-hole here for the Hokies. 1-0 pitch. Misses outside. And kind of finding that consistency is what Pete DeMoore, the head coach of the Hokies, has harped on the most so far this season. I mentioned it last half inning, but like Marissa Young said, he believes experience is the biggest factor, and with a young team, he can't expect them to be oh so consistent all the time. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Simmers in high. He said, look, with a young team, sometimes it goes off the rails. You just don't know what roster we're going to harbor in. And though Chavez has become consistent, plenty of girls off the bench have gotten their role as a designated player this season as well.
Yeah, what a luxury for Pete DeMoore and this offense to have so many players work into that DP role. It gives you the benefit of picking a player based on a matchup, too. A lefty on righty here with Chavez. But Meredith Slaw, numbers are a little down this year, but has been really, really good her whole career. Morgan Overitis, among others. Just getting them looks each and every day, and I'm sure we'll see a different DP tomorrow or even game 3.
3-1. Just catches the bottom corner. Chavez was ready to take the 60-foot trek over to first.
Yeah, Kurt's going to work outer half. Looks like it's in the river. I think I might agree with Chavez there. But the arm side run for Cassidy Kurt's so dangerous.
Full count pitch. Lefty on righty. Soft flare right side. And Tapia will glove it for out number 1. Great battle for Kurt to come back and get that first out.
Yeah, what a job by the freshman. Unfazed, deep into counts. I think that's where I've seen her grow the most in her young career, is being really comfortable deep into counts, still spotting pitches, still commanding the zone. And does it there to get Grace Chavez out. Get that first out of the inning, which is so huge in this game.
Here's the power bat of Jamie Bailey with 1 down in the home half of the 4th. 2 ranked squads and neighbors in the ACC standings. First pitch swinging, line drive, left field, no doubt about it. Jamie Bailey puts one on the board. The Hokies are down 1.
The senior, the leader on this team, Jamie Bailey, looking in and getting the pitch she wants and taking it far over the left field fence. Jamie Bailey, balanced swing through that pitch and gets Tech right back into this game. What a job by the senior.
Jamie Bailey's become a mainstay in the lineup for a reason, and she's been a part of the evolvement of hitting philosophy in Blacksburg. Mentioned it before, but hey, when you're a ball club that leads the country in home runs and home runs per game at exactly 2 an outing, clearly head coach Pete DeMoore has changed the philosophy of hitting approach for a team that already hits well with average. Now they hit well for power. Jamie Bailey, that's her 8th big fly of the season. Bailey, Bennett, and Lemley were the 3 that head coach Pete DeMoore said before this game were the leaders he was excited to see on the field and how they reacted in a series with one of the best squads in the ACC. Now it's Addie Green who walked her first time up.
Yeah, really impressed with the swing by Jamie Bailey, but also the aggressiveness early in the counts. Up to this point, this offense has been really quiet, but that's why hitting home runs is a really, really powerful tool for this offense.
1-1, there's a line drive right center.
And in the gap, it's a running grab for Freelick for out number 2.
In a famous ACC rivalry like Virginia Tech and UVA's, Saturday's edition of the Commonwealth Clash between the Hokies and the Hoos for men's basketball had everything you could ask for. Back and forth action, a Hokies win, and heck, even Chipper Jones was present for the game. But the most celebrated festivity of the evening? Bacon. For more on that, we have Carter Hill.
All right, on the flip side, now we go to LSU. This is where it gets kind of wacky. They were given the 11th overall seed when being placed in the tournament this year. So pretty solid, right? You want to guess what their regular season record looked like? This Baton Rouge ball club went 32-2. They only lost twice.
Well, that's a really good point. Well, our reporter Brian Kearney knows that although Georgia Tech might be a small win on the resume for the Hokies, it can go a long way. Brian, what do you got for us?
The 1-seeded Virginia Tech Hokies meet the 3-seeded LSU Tigers in the Final Four of the NCAA tournament. Two of the best teams from two of the best conferences match up late in March Madness. Shocking, I know, but there's so much more to this contest that I'm excited for than just how dang good these squads are.
You guys remember the Miracle on Ice? How about Buster Douglas's knockout of Mike Tyson? All right, how about this one? I had to dig for this. A horse named Upset won the Memorial Stakes Derby in 1919 over an undefeated Mustang named Man o' War, given 100-1 odds of victory before the race. Those were all insanely unexpected and improbable upsets, right? Okay, you guys are probably wondering, why the heck is Kyle talking about boxing or horse races during March Madness of all times? Well, what if I told you that those upsets don't even compare to the statistical improbability of the upsets we've seen in the men's and women's NCAA tournaments so far this year?
Why in tarnation are they a 3-seed, you ask? The biggest downside to this team is the fact that their non-conference schedule was weak. It was hard for a lot of their stars to leave it behind them. As a matter of fact, it was pretty much all of them who stayed. Other than star forward Brady Manick, the heart of this gritty blue-collar squad all said, yeah, let's run it back. I was actually watching that game with Rob, our host today, turned to him and said, yep, March Madness has definitely begun. We reached the part of the script this year that remains unwritten for the Hokies. Hokies fans can only hope it's written by the same author from 2022. A lot of storylines to follow, but the story of Kitley and Reese's duel in the paint captivates me the most. Who knows? Maybe the backcourt play takes center stage. Only one way to find out as we await for a 7 p.m. tip-off tonight in the Lone Star State.
Yeah.
The 11th letter of the alphabet is K, and Lemley's got 5 of them today against a really good offense in the Blue Devils. And how about the Clemson Tigers? And in their inaugural season, you either have to get freshmen or you have to get transfers, Dan, and they have hit the transfer portal super hard up and down the East Coast, and in a moment you'll see across the country as well. Homer's the word of the day as we give you guys our game summary between the Hokies and the Blue Devils. First run to come in, a sacked fly from Amina Vega, and she wasn't done just yet. In the 4th frame, she flicked one over the center field fence for the 2nd RBI of the evening for the Blue Devils, but Jamie Bailey wanted to respond. Big shot to left field, back and forth we go as the Blue Devils lead 2-1. If you want to have a strong game against an ACC squad, it starts with a whole lot of saves from Ashley Vernon.
Wow, she was a brick wall in the crease so far today.
How about on the scoring side of things? Usually we're talking about Rachel Clark, but Ashley McGovern has been unstoppable near the crease.
Get out the rye bread and the mustard. It's a grand salami for Anna Gold, who strokes one to left field. Duke on top by 6 in Blacksburg.
Now the bus is packed, the team is headed home, and they will surely be showered by praise. A lot of snow, as a matter of fact, in the heart of ACC land, and the Cameron Crazies. But for now, it's raining blue and white in Greensboro. Kyle Marchak signing off from the hardwood here in the Coliseum, 3304 Sports. Duke, March, and winning, all synonymous here in Greensboro as the Duke Blue Devils collect their 22nd all-time ACC championship here in 2023. Hello, everybody.